You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So the Green Party has just made a bold move that's getting a lot of attention. They've officially backed a plan to phase out private landlords from the UK housing system. That decision was made during their party conference, and it's now part of their formal policy for England and Wales. The goal, they say, is to tackle the ongoing housing crisis by reshaping how housing works, moving away from profit-driven renting and towards more publicly owned, affordable homes. The motion, which passed over the weekend, calls for what's being described as the effective abolition of private landlordism. That doesn't necessarily mean landlords would suddenly vanish overnight, but the idea is to gradually shift housing ownership and management into public hands. Essentially, private renting would become less and less profitable or appealing, while councils would be given the tools and resources to build and manage more homes directly. Under this policy, several big changes would take place. Rent controls would be introduced to limit how much landlords can charge. Buy-to-let mortgages would be phased out entirely, and councils would gain a new right to buy private rental properties at a discounted price whenever they go up for sale. There's also talk of imposing higher taxes on rental income, applying business rates to Airbnbs, and taxing empty homes more heavily. All these measures are designed to push the system towards public ownership and make renting fairer for tenants. To replace the lost housing supply from private landlords, the Greens would create a state-owned housing manufacturer. This organization would mass-produce high-quality council houses for local authorities, a sort of modern-day version of post-war housing expansion, but focused on sustainability and affordability. The party says this approach would ensure that everyone has access to decent housing without being exploited by market forces. Green MP Carla Denyer, who leads on housing policy, explained that while the policy might sound radical, it's really about balance. She said the motion doesn't literally abolish landlords, but it does aim to reduce the dominance of the private rental market and increase the share of socially rented homes. Over time, the Greens believe this would empower tenants, improve well-being, and make housing more secure. The move reflects the Greens' growing confidence as their membership continues to rise, now reportedly over 84,000 members, even more than the Liberal Democrats. And with the cost of living and housing affordability at the top of voters' minds, this policy signals that the Greens want to be seen as the party with bold, long-term answers to Britain's housing problems. Whether or not this plan gains traction beyond their base, it certainly sparked a big national debate about who housing should really serve, people or profit. Stay subscribed for more videos.